What you can see behind me is what used to be the Abbey Fields Swimming Pool. And as you can probably see, at the moment, the site is being worked on by archaeologists because of the ruins that have been found here when the demolition works were being carried out. Now, what all of that means is that we need to take care of the archaeological remains that have been found, and that's only right. But it also means that the cost and the length of time it will take to build the new swimming pool on this site has clearly increased, and increased by a substantial amount. So there are some decisions to be made, and the decisions that the local authority, Warwick District Council, will have to now make. They either decide to spend more, take a little longer, and build on this site, and there are ways that that can be done. I've been hearing today about how you can construct the new swimming pool in a way that will not damage the ruins that have been found. Or you could look at ways in which you might build a swimming pool in Kenilworth somewhere else in the town. Or, of course, you could decide not to build a swimming pool in Kenilworth at all. So let's just take those in reverse order. I don't think it would be acceptable to say to the people of Kenilworth, you've had a swimming pool, but now you're not going to have one. There are more people who live in the town now than lived here when the swimming pool was previously built. And of course, there will be more and more people living in town because of the housing development. I don't need to tell you how important swimming is to some people who have both the physical and the mental health benefits that arise from their daily swim. And I think it's really important that we have a facility in town that children can learn to swim in. So I don't think it would be acceptable to have no swimming pool here at all. If we're going to look at alternative sites, the questions that arise are, well, where would we go? And how much extra would it cost, if any, to build on those alternative sites? Given, of course, that the plans for building here have been substantially advanced already. Now, there will have to be, as I say, changes made, but the design work on what the building will look like finally has already been done. The money's been spent. And although there have to be some alterations to account for these ruins and the archaeological protections that we'll need, as I understand it, that can still be done without changing the intrinsic internal design of the swimming pool itself. So all of these questions need to be answered before anyone can make a final decision. But I think we're just going to have to face up to the fact that in a civilized society where you look after your history, sometimes that incurs additional cost. So we've got some decisions to make. Building a swimming pool on this site will now take longer than we thought, and it will cost more than we thought. Putting a swimming pool on a different site in Kenilworth may also come with some significant challenges and may not cost any less. It may even cost more. We do need to make sure that we look after the heritage that we found. But you can see that work is ongoing, and it's important that it's completed. But I do think it's important that we have leisure facilities in this town that we can be proud of, a swimming pool complex that our young people can learn to swim in, and that we can all use for the benefit of our mental and physical health. So there are difficult decisions to be made, and there is a balance to be struck, as often there is. And I'll do my best as a Member of Parliament to help the local authority strike that balance in the most sensible way.